What's up, Dragon Brood? We're going to play some Kona today because we're going to ramp up and try to play some big things on the cheap or just trick them into play. However, this deck list is rotation ready, so there should be no cards in here that won't be standard legal whenever we get here in the next couple weeks to the release of Edge of Eternity. So if you want to build this, build with confidence. All right, so starting at the top, we do have some Minor Relps because we need a lot of mana in this deck. We do also have Glimpse the Core because, again, we need a lot of mana. So we're going to be playing more forests than anything else because we're going to be searching them out. Intrepid Paleontologist, this does help us ramp, but also gives us a little bit of defense against those graveyard decks that are trying to reanimate stuff or whatever. So it's not the perfect plan, but it's at least the card that does the job and still helps our plan A. Unidentified Hovership, good removal spell. However, it does allow us something we can tap the Kona to, which is a big deal. Archdruid's Charm, this can help us go search for a card, often Kona, but sometimes go to solve an answer, but also can get rid of artifacts or enchantments, and it can be a fight spell if we need it to be. Lumbering Worldwagon. This is another way we can ramp up our mana. Also helps that we can go get any basics, so let's say we need a second white source so we can cast Unidentified Hovership or even one of our other spells. This makes life a little bit easier on us. Kona Rescue BC, if you've not seen it, it's a 4 mana 4/3. At the beginning of our second main phase, if it's tapped, we get to put a permanent from our hand onto the battlefield for free. And this can be pretty much anything, which is great. Now, how often do we have it tapped? It depends. Like, you could just attack with it and it gets tapped, but mostly we're going to be tapping it to crew vehicles, and hopefully that's good enough. Then we have some Overlord of the Hauntwoods, again, for ramping our mana, but it does just give us a big body that we can actually just cast if we need to, because that's the other thing. We wanted some cards we could just play, even if we don't get Kona out. Overlord of the Mistmoors, again, it's a card we can play for 4, get a couple of bodies, or we could just ramp up and play it for 7. However, when we really get to 7, we want to be playing Vaultborn Tyrant, could get extra cards, get extra life, help us get back in the game, give us some big tramplers, and then if things are really cooking, then we get to play Bahamut, because then we just get to start destroying things, we can draw extra cards, and usually the game's over by then if Bahamut has stayed on the battlefield that long. But if we get to the 4th chapter, great, we get to deal damage for all the stuff that we've ramped up to, but I don't see that happening. But yeah, if you like getting big things into play cheaply, or you like just ramping up to big monsters, this might be the deck for you. So, as always, if you want to download it, there'll be a link that takes you over to Moxfield, our channel sponsor. Go host your decks there. They're great people. And then if you want to buy anything and you want to save some money, check out Tales of Adventure. It's TOAmagic.com. You can use my code DRAGON, DRAGN. That'll save you 5% on your entire order on their website, which is great. But for now, let's go see how many of these big monsters we can actually get to the battlefield. Okay, let's see if we get there. There's a lot of what ifs on this hand. Okay, that was the best case scenario. Now we got to find something else big. You don't qualify as big at all, but we're gonna play it, and if you die, that's fine. We can live with that. Looks like it's not gonna die though. Well, that's an interesting development. Do I put anything in? I'm gonna decline. Let's see what they do here. Right now, nothing appears to be the answer. Alright, well. Now, if they do this before we get to the combat step, we could just replay another Kona. But that doesn't really do anything for us, so I think we just attack here. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I do have enough. Actually, if Arena taps properly, we can do this, play another Kona. I can crew with this, so it's tapped. Then I can go search for probably this, and then attack, and then that still takes care of our problems here. Love to see it. Could have went and got something else, but I don't know what type of sweepers they're playing, and at least here, it leaves us with the Vaultborn Tyrant and a Worldwagon if they just like Day of Judgment or something. Yeah, exactly. And that's why we got the Vaultborn Tyrant. So now if we can find another creature that can crew the World Wagon. And we missed, so there's that. But we can still attack for 9, and that's not nothing. And then we have World Wagon and a creature land they have to deal with next turn. So there's multiple problems they have to solve. I mean, they might have the answers. Always possible. Okay, they didn't. We'll take it. Okay, I think we keep this. They didn't surveil something to the yard, so that's good to know. Unless it's something... I mean, sometimes it could just be land early on. You just want to hit all your land drops. That's real. I guess our plan is going to be just to attack here. I mean, they could bounce it. Nope, they didn't. Alright, this is going to be a temporary lockdown. Because the thing to remember is while you are playing... No, it's not lockdown. While we are playing some of these lists that are prepared for the future, our opponents are still getting to play with normal cards right now. So that's a big deal. I guess we go ahead and try to cast the Overlord. I don't expect it working. I'm particularly going to use the Paleontologist here. Just so if we get to attack, they might be inclined to kill Llanowar and not kill our Paleontologist if we try to attack with that. It is giving up a point of damage that we could have got otherwise, but who knows? They may just be sweeping the board here anyway. It might all be irrelevant. A little bit of overthinking in case they had a trick play or something. Oh, you know what? They're probably playing Ill-Time Explosion. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I guess we'll attempt to attack. I don't know if there's a world where I might need to use this to pump up a Paleontologist, but sure. Oh, they didn't even have anything. Dang it. I could have got in there anyway. Or do I want to save and just search for something if they sweep the board? Because, like, if they search, what we'd go get even. I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I mean, I guess I could just... You know what? Yeah, sure. Maybe we just do that. Just to make sure we have the land... I mean, not the land, but the creature to actually cast something. So if they just don't have anything, this is crazy. Oh, just Hauntwood. Is that just game? I'm so confused right now. Just one blue open? I mean, I guess... I'll go search, I suppose. I mean, I don't even want to get rid of that. I'll just hold on to this. I already have the 5th land. Yeah. This whole game progressed in a weird way. But I mean, if you got something, I guess. Nope. Alright, well, that's strange. Yeah, those types of games are weird because you're ultimately playing around cards that just never show up. And the fact that they discarded Tersa Lightshatter put me in a spot where I don't know what their deck was doing. So we didn't see anything from them. I kept thinking they were playing cards that they just didn't have, I guess. A win's a win, though. I mean, in triple Kona is pretty bad. Like, I don't know that it's bad, but I'm pretty sure that it's bad. Alright. Dredger's Insight. Well, the good news is we have a Paleontologist. So there's that. Question is, will it be fast enough to do anything? That, I don't know. We're going to need some mana here, though. That's for sure. Either if we want to gamble on Kona, or we want to just... We can't. We need to untap land now. We have to play Paleontologist, or they're just going to start reanimating stuff. Yeah, we're just dead. Yep, we needed that to be an untap land. Alright, well, they didn't reanimate a thing, so that's good news, I guess. Could have been worse. Now, what can we play here? If I search for a land... well, I don't think we're fighting anything here. Just trying to think, like, what's an actual play that helps us out here? I guess we just pass. I mean, we have technically 6 mana. I don't think we're going to get to keep it all, but we'll see. We can also just exile the Overlord as well. Like, that's a real thing. Alright, so you're coming after this. We'll tap itself for a green, I guess. And then we'll get rid of this, I suppose. Alright. So now, I mean, if they reanimate, it's Fenrir. It's whatever, I guess. Exile this. Alright, well. I mean, that's something. Ugh, I was thinking I wanted untap land so I could play Kona, but now I have to leave mana open so we can get rid of a Virtue of Persistence. For being the ramp deck, we've been very slow on the mana draws here. Yeah, might as well just off something. I'm actually going to get rid of the Virtue. Because if they play Juna here and just get back Fenrir, like, it sucks, but it's not devastating. Alright, yeah, nothing nowhere to run, sure. So there was not a Juna in sight, as it turns out. There was an Overlord, though. Alright, well, we're just going to do this. I don't know how this is going to be beneficial, but we'll see. Alright. Oh, hold up. That was the best thing that could have happened. Opponent got a little over aggressive. Okay, well, I didn't think we were going to have all these options, folks. Let's attack. Then we will play this free Bahamut, which will probably just get rid of the Virtue. Because this comes back, but we can get rid of that with the hover ship. So let's do that. Let's play this. And let's end the turn, I guess. Nope. Are we going to wipe the board? No. All right. Oh, that's good too. So I'm going to destroy this one. And then we're going to play this, because that gets rid of this. And then we can crew this. Not that I'm going to attack with it. Bahamut's just going to get in there, because why not? You're a big 9/9. Sure. And then we'll get a 6/6 for free and draw a card. Yeah, now we're kind of doing things. Yeah, that's going to do it. Yeah, at that point, we could just go search for another Vaultborn Tyrant, call it good. We did get a little lucky drawing the hover ship, so we didn't have to put Kona at risk, and that probably would have helped us regardless. But yeah, looked pretty rough for a second, but sometimes you get lucky. We are keeping this. Hopefully we'll find something good that we can play with this Kona. I mean, I guess we already have Bahamut, but I'm always skeptical of just like, we're not going to have that in hand when the time comes. Yeah, I got to get a forest with that. I can search for plains with the World Wagon, which is probably what we'll do next turn. So we're going to play World Wagon, put the World Wagon down, go get a... I guess don't have to get a plains here, now that we're kind of set up. But I will get one anyway. Okay, they didn't destroy a World Wagon, that's good. Oh, this is great. This is great, great, great. Love that. Let's put this on Avatar. Let's play the Kona. Use the Kona to crew the World Wagon. Attack for 7. Yeah, that's going to do it. Man, how many times see Mono Red just keep up burn, don't get to burn something, play Screaming Nemesis, and the game ended on that turn? Because basically, we're playing Bahamut, getting rid of that, and then they don't have an answer to the World Wagon or a 9/9. And we still have another big creature coming behind it. Like, we were solid gold. Oh, boy. Okay, well, since we have Glimpse the Core, we can keep this. I almost didn't, but... assuming our Glimpse the Core does not get spell snared, which it won't here, and it did not get duress, okay. There were some ways that could have went badly, so got lucky there. Also picked up a second white source, so we can use Hovership. Oh, we're not going to get to use Hovership. Dang. I mean, they're going to take Hovership here, right? That's the only call, opponent. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're more afraid of Overlord the Hauntwoods or something. But if they take Hovership, our plan B is going to be... oh, they didn't take it. I was going to say to play the World Wagon, but I guess we just do this. Get rid of that. Sure, that makes sense. Oh, that's nifty. So we can... oh, I'm going to be a mana short. Dang. 1, 2... that does give us 6. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I was thinking... oh, well, we can go... yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. We can go search for Kona. And then play Kona. Because we only need 4 green for that. And then Kona, hopefully, gets us a free Tyrant. I was going to say, unless we just draw the land outright, then we just have Tyrant. I'm going to assume they're holding a removal spell here, though. So let's see if we can get them to use one first, before we commit to this. And the turn? Nowhere to run. So do I want to kill? So now it's just a matter of, do I want to go for Kona? No, I think we do this. I was going to say, and if you have a cut down, then you just get me. But whatever. Resolve. Like, our creature can die here. That's fine. We're okay with that. I would love just an untapped land, so you just straight up Vaultborn Tyrant. That would be the best case scenario here. Because then we get something we can block with, we get a card, we get life, blah, blah. Then maybe even follow up, get more life off the Hauntwoods. It could be a whole thing, but we'll see. Okay, well, looks like we're going to have to draw... well, I don't know, they might just take the Vaultborn Tyrant. Seeing as how we're 1 land away. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Alright, well, there's this. The other option. Get in there. Go get a land. Go and take 7. We play this for free. In the turn. Ooh, okay. I don't think the opponent has a removal spell here, because I feel like if they did, their plan would have been to attack with the Deep Cavern Bat as well, but maybe not. Actually, do I even want to block? Right, if we take 3... Yeah, but they do have 2 blockers for our ground guys. Never mind. Blocking's correct. Man, we need to draw one of our big monsters here, though. That's the game plan right now. I'm actually not too worried about Kaito. I'm more worried about the fact that they're going to have flyers, and we're going to be in kind of a pinch, unless we find one of our big monsters, right? If we could find an Overlord, a Bahamut, any of that would be great right now. You know what's funny? That staying tapped mean we get to play whatever we drew for free, but we ended up not having anything, so that's funny. Decline. I think we're just dead though, right? Because it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, all right. I'm going to assume they know the right play and they'll just get us there. Ooh, yeah, let's keep it. See how this ends up. Go with some Llanowar Elves here. If they bounce them, they bounce them. It's fine. All right, I'm going to go Elf. Elf. And just hope you don't have a, like, I don't know, Pyroclasm or something this turn. If so, man, we'd be so cooked. That'd be like the worst possible scenario. This is actually kind of tough because I sort of want a World Wagon, but I also think whatever we play here is getting countered. So let me just try to go big here. Because I'm assuming everything we play here is just getting countered. That's their game plan. Yeah, obviously. But getting another white out of the World Wagon is pretty big here. Oh, that thing's still playable. All right, well, that's the thing. Do we go... Oh, we can't do that yet. All right. Get the other land. There we go. Sure, no attacks. I mean, you know what's funny? We could almost just all-out attack here. And be real aggressive, but I don't think we're going to. Let's just do this. This is obviously getting met with a counter. We already know this. Oh, it didn't? Never mind. I don't know this. I am stunned, genuinely, that that's a thing. What the hell? Are you just saving to bounce stuff, then? Alright, I'm your Huckleberry. Gonna flash something in here? I don't know. I have zero clue what's happening right now, folks. I am at a total loss. Wow, really? Nothing? Not even like a draw spell during my end step? What is this? Oh, the opponent is so cooked here. What's wild is I can hard cast Bahamut here, y'all. Don't tell me you didn't even find a land. Did you not even take a land in that pile? Oh, then, like, if we just activate our land, activate... Whatever, I'm just going to cast Bahamut. Sure, let's just make sure it's over. Whatever. Then crew this. It's the same thing, effectively. And that gets there for Xaxes. I don't know what just happened. These decks are always full of just like spell counters, bounce spells, whatever, and then they play some combination of like these and Haughty Jin or whatever. So I don't know. That's weird, but I'll take it. I mean, we hard cast a Bahamut on whatever that was, like turn 5, so sure. Opponent goes first. We have to mulligan, because this hand just doesn't play. Like, while we do have a Llanowar Elf, like, we can't cast Hovership, because this, I mean, I'd have to put it on something, some creature type, right? I can't cast these, because I wouldn't have triple green. So, yeah, just Granted, we probably would have drawn land, get ourselves out of trouble, but that's hard to bank on, you know? When we talk a lot about, you know, mulligans and what they need to look like or whatever, it's easy to go like, oh, I have a Llanowar Elf, I'll have 3 mana. Where, admittedly, that hand at least changes some level of consideration if one of those Archdruid's charms is, say, like Lumbering Worldwagon. Because then it's like, now if I do keep the Llanowar Elf, I have things I can do, right? It's small things, but they're things that make a big difference in the long run. All right, here I'm just going to glimpse the core, because they're obviously playing a spell-heavy deck, so there's a chance they're just going to kill whatever I play there. Yep, and there's a Vivi. Not a huge shocker. We expect to see a lot of those still. Alright, take action. Let's go get one of these. Alright. Question is, can we hit hard enough over 2 turns and survive enough bounce spells to do something with this? Don't know what the answer is. It might be no. But, you know, we gotta try. Alright, Soul Cauldron, turn everybody into a Vivi. Well, I guess technically you gotta get Vivi in the yard first. Alright, I mean, I feel like we took the minimum there. Like, if there's any positive to take away from that. So sadly I could play this, but I wouldn't be able to accrue that. I could play both of these and then have mana up to exile something, but that doesn't seem that good. Alright, well, guess we're just gonna do this. And then I guess force the opponent to play a bounce spell, because attacking just to have them chump block doesn't feel like it does much here. And at least if they bounce the Overlord, we can crew the Worldwagon on the way out and have a blocker. Or at least attempt to block, I should say. 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 mana or access to 8 already? Sure. Alright, you got all the mana in the world. I guess we're dead. I mean, just get any set of spells. I mean, I'm at 8. I mean, 3 spells plus an attack kills us here. All right, the opponent has stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and concede. I don't know what they're doing. I don't see how we win that. I'm going to mulligan. Oh, no. All right, here's hoping. Mostly because I just don't want to mulligan again, but... Llanowar Elf, maybe? Oh, no, that was actually the exact opposite. One of the most expensive cards in the deck. Whew. Yeah, not looking great. Cornucopia, you got it. Another Llanowar Elf, sure. Man, I couldn't even get a Worldwagon there. Much as I'd want to kill a Cornucopia, we gotta work on our own mana situations over here. Fenrir, so they're ramping just differently. Blue, green, whites. This just Bant something or other. Not 100% sure what's going on. Put this on Avatar, but now I gotta really decide. I kind of want to just play Kona to see what happens. Like, part of me is just like, let's experiment. But you know what? I'm going to make the safer, correct play here, I think. Mostly because they haven't really had to deal with our creatures, and I feel like there's probably some pile of get lost, you know, whatever other removal spells over there. And it's not like I'd have been able to attack with Kona anyway. Yeah, those get in here. I don't care. I mean, Fenrir is going to die anyway soon, so that'd just be silly to fight over that. All right, here we go ahead and play this, and we're just going to hope we draw an untapped land next turn. All right, let's see what happens. Rang. All right, sure. Works for me. Yeah, we'll just jump block this guy. So I'm assuming... well, we didn't get there anyway. Dang it. I guess you're going to have a meringue next turn as well. That's tough. Yeah, we just had a very awkward draw. Awkward mulligan that led to an even more awkward draw. I'm assuming there's another meringue river region here. Yeah. All right. I'm going to mulligan. That... Oh, man. Our mulligans have been kind of rough today, to put it politely. Yeah, hover ship's got to go here. All right. Hopefully we don't get duressed. Oh, no. Did not need to draw another Kona here. A 2-mana creature or ramp spell or something would have been the preferred draw. Any chance Orlando Werewolf lives? Oh, it actually did. Look at that. That's a surprise. Man, sometimes you just never know, y'all. Guess I'll take action. Go get Forest. Are we killing a World Wagon? Nope, we're going reinforcements. Okay. Oh, Animal Call. All right, sure. I see what we're doing. All right. Well, somehow this seemingly worked out okay for us. Which I feel like I got away with one here. Just in case it comes up, we'll go get that Plains. I mean, take 5 or don't. I'm fine either way. Because we know that we're going to get rid of Animal Call just the same. Out of here. In the turn. We have access to 6 lands, but we need to draw one of our other big monsters here. Or 6 mana, I should say, not 6 lands. Uh-oh, looks like something's thinking about fighting a Bahamut. Or at least getting rid of it in some way. Alright. Now, do you have a way to protect that thing? Because Bahamut is definitely going to try to kill it. Successful or not, different story. But we'll see. Let's find a Vaultborn Tyrant here. Vaultborn Tyrant or an Overlord of the Mistmoors. I'd be happy with either. You know, Forest was not the answer. Oh, I think the opponent just read our Bahamut and went, wait, it gets to kill something else? It does indeed get to kill something else. Yep, and that's going to do it. An opponent's going first. All right, sure, let's try it. It's always like, do we get duress? I mean, they could also bat or glimpse the core here, and it's kind of rough. No bat, no duress. Okay, sure. Seems reasonable. Like, if they play a room, obviously we'll try to get rid of the room. But if they don't, I'm not sure what else we want to do here. Harvester. Well, we don't necessarily want to play this and just have it die, and then they get Harvester into play. So that's kind of silly. Let's pass the turn. Not sure how we want to work this now. Because then they would get a Vaultborn Tyrant. And there's no downside to this, right? It's just a copy, except it's Nightmare. Oh, gosh. All right. Well, that's a thing. Sure. All right. Well, what do we do here? Thinking I could search for something that's 2 when I could fight that, which is something. So maybe that's what I'm supposed to do here. Hate the use of this card for that purpose, but it's probably just get this. And then just fight that guy, because this card's just gonna die. Like, we know that. Like, there's no realistic world where this isn't just a dead creature here. Oh, well, I guess when that happens, sure. Alright, I can do that and gain 3, but we're still dead. Alright, well, that was a boring game. Okay, you know, I don't hate this. It's going to be hard to cast these for a minute, but reasonable. I mean, we could always put this on Avatar after getting the World Wagon, so that's fine. Actually, in a perfect world, if these don't get discarded and the World Wagon lives, it might be okay. Let's see what happens. There's a lot of what ifs. First thing is, okay, opponent plays a tap land. Oh, Llanowar Elf, where were you? We could have used you a while ago. Alright. Guess this isn't the worst thing, because we'll just do this. Go get that other plane, so we don't have to worry about any of that mess. Play a Llanowar Elf that probably just dies a horrible death here. Oh, not even that. Interesting. Any chance you just don't want to kill my elf at all and let me straight up just play an Overlord? I would love that. I don't think they would, but I would be all into that. Unholy Annex, sure. Alright. On Avatar, we'll straight up play this. I wasn't expecting to cast this on this turn, but you know, here we are. Oddly, I'm going to do it this way just in case they have like Ride Down or something and they don't get an easy shot on our Overlord, but we didn't even have to worry about that. This is tough on the draw. I guess I'm going to try, even though I don't have faith in this one. Okay. Can we find... I was hoping... If we can get another white land, maybe. Because then there are combinations where we can get rid of a thing, then the next turn Beastie into Vaultborn Tyrant. But Shelter by Ghost might eat a Paleontologist here. And then I'm probably going to end up wasting this to get rid of their Shelter later. Yeah, as I was saying, he sort of saw that coming. Not a huge surprise. That's okay, though. Sometimes you just know things. Alright, I'm gonna... I say that. I was gonna pass. But, let me think about this. If we do this now, we have 5 land next turn. Still doesn't change much. We'd be able to get rid of probably whatever they play next. Yeah, alright. I was just thinking during their end step, if I get rid of Shelter, it kind of unlocks stuff, but not quite enough that I think it's worth taking that risk there. Enduring Innocence. Alright, we're going to try to take that away from them first, I guess. Oh, and then they get to draw a card. Darn it. I was hoping we'd get rid of it before they got to do something. It's okay, though, I guess. Put this on Avatar. Let's... Yeah. Get rid of this, because this is going to be the big long-term problem. Search for a land. Alright, so... I'm going to really hope we get extra lands next turn, because then we could Kona plus Shelter and attack and get this in for free. A lot of moving parts here that we need to get lucky on. Alright, that's a card that doesn't hurt us too much here. And them getting 3 life is a thing, but nothing that's backbreaking. Okay, what are the odds of that not being like a get lost? Because that's what this feels like right now. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's activate this. Might as well attack. Okay. I kind of want to play Overlord here. Mostly because it gives us a land and frees up mana if we just need to hard cast a Vaultborn Tyrant or some such, which is fine. And if they have another shelter, then fine. We just lose an Overlord here, as opposed to losing our Tyrant, which gets us a lot of extra value. And it looks like there might actually be one, the way they're pausing here. So let's see what happens. Or are they going to sack to draw? Okay, so they're digging. Maybe they don't have it. Don't hate that. That's pretty good for us. 3 mana, another case, sure. That's a lot. That's a lot. Good news is we can still fight that. It will move the counters to something else, which is annoying, but not the end of the world. Okay, so we take our turn. So now we have options. All right. I think this is pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's attack. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm actually going to have to kill the Essence Channeler. That makes me kind of sad. But we're only moving 4 counters. I think that's the correct play. I just don't like it. All right, sure. I'm at 12. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. All right. There was always a chance they might block with Channeler to kill our dude, and that could have been a thing. We play a Llanowar Elf. Man, I guess the bad part is if I want to kill that, I have to do it right now. Because the minute they go to play anything else, we won't be able to kill it. So yeah, I hate it, but it's the right thing to do. I mean, you make your dude a 6/6 or whatever, but at least we can fight those. So that's fine. And then we get another live Overlord here. I mean, opponent gained a lot of life. The fact that we're still technically in this is kind of good. The problem here, though, is they can gain 2 life, well, gain 4 life, then play anything and gain life, and they can get back this guy, and we're back into this mess all over again. But, that being said, we do have a lot of damage headed their way, so, oh yeah, sure, that's fine. We're not worried about that at this point, especially. You know? Do I just play this now? They would gain a life, but whatever. I say we go for it. Let's see what we... Let's do this first. I don't think we need to do it pre-combat. I mean, they're at 27, so... Sure. I kind of want to leave back Vaultborn Tyrant just to discourage them from attacking with their Sanctifier. But let's see. We have so much mana right now. Is that it? All right. And then I will play this for free. Doesn't matter which one I keep. Oh, okay. All right. We can do something with this. We can go get a Vaultborn Tyrant and just play that right now. And double up our cards. We can... I don't even think we care about killing that at this point. Yeah, let's just go get a Vaultborn Tyrant. Because worst case scenario, they sweep the board. We still end up with extra bodies and a pile of cards. Yeah, that's going to be it. Real talk, that was probably a little too conservative of an attack there. I should have just got another Vaultborn Tyrant. Like, whatever. I mean, I guess there's some situations where them gaining potentially more from this would have been annoying, but it's fine. It does keep them from getting this back if they were to play a creature and whatever. So I guess it's not the worst thing. Yeah, so this was an interesting thing, right? Because we're battling against cards that aren't going to be standard legal necessarily, so that's kind of a weird part of the math in some of those matchups. But we did pretty well, all things considered. It was right at a hair over 50%, so like you could still play it and ladder with it in the meantime. I will say though, you are probably just going to struggle against the black decks. I think it's just going to be a thing. There's not a large way around that, I don't believe. So if you're playing against mono black, like, can you win some of those? Yes, but they're also going to be just very difficult. The other thing is, I think in the future moving forward, you're going to be pretty much be looking for cheap ramp spells that make sense to be in here or not. And then what big payoffs are there, right? Is there going to be some spacecraft that makes sense to play that does something crazy, right, that we could put on the battlefield? The answer might be yes. I don't know, but it's something to think about if it's worth it for us to put those in here versus other just versatile creatures that make tokens, kill things, or whatever. So yeah, lots of ways to think about where this deck's going. Like I said, it's playable. It's one of the things you can build and know that your cards are still going to be legal, so that's cool. But just know it does have a pretty rough weakness against the mono black decks, so there is that. Just something to keep in mind, at least in my experience. Though we did have a little bit of bad luck, so maybe there's a little bit of couple of things happening there. But either way, if you like this and you want to try it, links in the description. It'll take you over to Moxfield. Don't forget to buy your cards over at Tales of Adventure and use my code and save some money. If you want to get extra videos and private deck help, be sure to check out the memberships down below. And if nothing else, you want to support the channel for free, just keep watching videos and watching them all the way through. Y'all been doing a good job and it helps. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.